Telemedicine in eye care. Hello, I'm Dr. Jason Drobeck, an optometrist in the US, and I'd like to talk about the exciting possibility of using telemedicine through the internet as a means to communicate and consult with your eye doctor about your potential eye conditions. I'm just going to fast forward and say that at least when it comes to eye care, it's impossible. You should be wary if you see somebody offering this. I think reason number one is obvious. The opening to the eye is only about 2 centimeters in size, less than an inch, and there's just plain no way to properly analyze something this small on a webcam. At the office, we use various types of microscopes to zoom in and look at the details for something this small. Reason number two, of course, you don't have the right equipment from the comfort of your home to really analyze the eye. There's no way to look through the pupil to see the optic nerve, the retina, no way to do a routine eye examination to check glaucoma, vascular disease, retinal disease, looking for cataracts, anything going on inside the eye. Now, for a field such as psychiatry, I think the idea of telemedicine is very exciting and much more doable, but not in eye care. So routine eye examinations are out of the question. But what if you just have one specific problem that you want a consultation on? And here are some examples. Let's say you woke up with a red, irritated eye. Oh no, it might be pink eye, right? You got pink eye. Frankly, there's no such thing as pink eye. Classic or the true pink eye is actually a viral infection, viral conjunctivitis. Sure, if you had this, you may benefit from an anti-inflammatory eye drop. But how can we be sure you have viral conjunctivitis just through your web camera? Your $20 web camera at Walmart. Just look at the quality of this video. You can hardly see the eye at all. It might not be viral at all. It might be bacterial conjunctivitis that would need an antibiotic. And frankly, you'd be surprised how many times I've done an examination and it turned out a red irritated eye was not infected at all. It was actually a small embedded foreign body in the eye that needed surgical removal. Nothing to do with an eye infection. And there are some conditions that are more common than you might think. Ocular herpes, not quite the STD herpes, but still very common. That you would not want to prescribe an anti-inflammatory for. It would make things worse. If it turned out that was the cause of the red irritated eye, that would need an actual pill to take, antiviral pill. So that's example one. Example two, allergy season is here, and I just need my antihistamine eye drop prescription because my eyes are itchy and irritated, and they're bothering me. Again, it's probably allergies, you're right, but you'd be surprised how many times ocular surface itching and irritation turned out to be small calcium deposits forming on the inside of the eyelid, known as concretions, which are managed very differently. Example three, I just want my eyeglasses updated. Again, we don't have the right equipment at home to do the full ocular health check. No good eye doctor will update glasses without checking the ocular health beforehand. Your blurry vision may be due to the start of cataracts. It may be a medical problem, may not just be an optical problem. You may have stuff going on that you don't know. You may have the start of glaucoma. You don't get symptoms of glaucoma until it's very late, and then you start to get vision loss, and it's very treatable if you catch it early. On top of this, an online refraction is not going to catch binocular vision problems, such as your eyes have trouble focusing, even if they can see clearly, or trouble converging inward when you're looking at something up close. That would not be caught on a check just for nearsightedness, farsightedness, or astigmatism. Example four, I just need my contact lens prescription updated. I cannot update contacts without looking at the fit on the eye. If the contact is too loose, for example, it's going to slide. It's going to cause surface irritation. If it's too tight, it'll suck on the eye. Tears cannot get underneath it, so there'll be dryness and possibly even inflammation if it's too tight a fit. Even if you have been wearing the same brand for a long time and it is a good fit, we have to look in and see if there's any signs of hypoxia, which is low oxygen, to the cornea, in which case there might be new blood vessels growing in. And that would be very detrimental because it could actually get in the way of your vision. On top of that, of course, new blood vessels growing, immune system gets depressed because there's low oxygen environment, much higher risk for eye infection. And that's why, of course, we check every year at the contact lens fitting to see if you're still safe to continue to use contacts. Sleeping in them, for example, low oxygen environment, new blood vessels come in, eye infection risk goes up. There's only one condition I could possibly think of where potentially telemedicine could come in handy, and this is somewhat uncommon, and that's if you have a new bump or lesion growing on the eyelid and you want to have that checked. In this case, I can look and probably from that point of view tell you if it is a harmless papilloma or skin tag, or a more concerning looking lesion such as carcinoma. But that said, my advice will still be consult with an eye specialist, and of course if it looked like carcinoma itself, I would say you need to see a specialist, such as an oculoplastic surgeon who could do a biopsy to see if it really was cancer. In almost every other case, as I've explained, the eye is just too small, we don't have the right equipment. Unlike something like psychiatry, there is no way telemedicine and eye care is a good idea, and you just have to have the right equipment and you have to do it in person. And that's what I wanted to explain today. Have a good one.